Have you ever felt exhausted by the rumors and gossip swirling around you? Do you often find yourself striving for approval from others? Or have you ever been overwhelmed by excessive concern for the comments and looks of others? We tend to care about the opinions of others, which is natural but can also lead to insecurity and unnecessary pressure. Sometimes the constant effort to conform to others' expectations can strip away your true essence. Certainly, each of us, to a greater or lesser extent, has experienced these emotions. So, how do you overcome the pressure from these judgments and live true to yourself? Marcus Aurelius, a great Stoic philosopher, pointed out a method. Understand the person who is passing judgment on you. Get inside him. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Look at what sort of person he is. You'll find you don't need to strain to impress him." He also emphasized that we often do not consider the character of the person criticizing us. You would never take driving advice from someone who is a bad driver, or care about financial opinions from someone who doesn't understand finance. So why let yourself be influenced by people who hold no value in your eyes? In today's video, we will explore 7 lessons from the teachings of Marcus Aurelius on how to stop caring about the opinions of others. Let's learn together and gain a better understanding of the people around you. You will soon realize that there is nothing to worry about. Confidence and inner peace are the greatest sources of motivation for your journey. Lesson number 1. Seek guidance from credible individuals. We are living in the 21st century, where the explosion of information can reach us powerfully. The risk of easily accessing inaccurate information is significant. Therefore, in times like these, seeking guidance from reliable experts becomes more important than ever. This not only helps us distinguish between accurate and misleading information, but also fosters the development of analytical and critical thinking skills. This is something Marcus Aurelius always valued. He believed that seeking truth through the guidance of knowledgeable individuals is an essential part of the learning and personal development process. When we seek advice from experienced and knowledgeable individuals in specific fields, we not only acquire knowledge, but also gain insights into their thought processes and problem-solving approaches. This applies not only in academic or professional environments, but in all aspects of life. Whether you are exploring health, personal finance, relationship management, or simply a new hobby, guidance from trustworthy individuals is the key to deep and accurate insights. For example, a young man in the early stages of starting a business is full of enthusiasm, but faces skepticism and criticism from others. Instead of being discouraged, he decides to seek advice from a financial expert. This expert not only possesses deep knowledge of finance and business, but also has years of experience advising startups. He provides comprehensive information, not only about challenges and risks, but also about how to build and grow a successful business. This guidance helps him not only gain a better understanding of the path he has chosen, but also equips him with practical knowledge to deal with initial challenges and build confidence in his entrepreneurial journey. It's important to remember that, in the process of seeking guidance, we must also learn to be independent and not rely entirely on the opinions of others. As Marcus Aurelius mentioned in his book Meditations, the best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. He encouraged a balance between listening and learning from others, and self-reflection and evaluation of information. This is how we develop independent thinking and autonomy in life, a core principle of Stoic philosophy. Ultimately, seeking guidance from reliable individuals also helps us build a strong social and professional support network. Through this interaction and learning, we not only accumulate knowledge and experience, but also develop meaningful relationships and connections. These relationships not only provide short-term benefits, but can also support and promote our career and personal development in the long run. From Marcus Aurelius's perspective, this is not just a method of learning, but also a part of self-improvement. It helps us not only learn how to work and solve problems, but also how to live and behave appropriately and ethically. Therefore, we can see that Marcus Aurelius's advice on seeking guidance from trustworthy individuals is not only an important principle in Stoic philosophy, but also a vital guidance for modern life. Through seeking support from people with wisdom and experience, we not only enrich our knowledge and skills, but also discover a path to develop ourselves genuinely and deeply. Lesson number 2. Negative thoughts should be reframed. In the journey to find balance and happiness, establishing personal boundaries plays a crucial role. Like a magnet attracting pieces of iron, negative thoughts can pull us into a whirlwind of challenging situations, financial difficulties, and damaged relationships. This not only affects our mental health, but also disrupts every aspect of life. Marcus Aurelius, through his Stoic philosophy, pointed out that inner strength and self-control are the keys to facing and overcoming challenges. He conveyed a powerful message. Strength lies in restructuring negative thoughts into positive achievements. Negative thoughts, if left unchecked, can lead us into a cycle of anxiety and despair. However, by identifying and reshaping these thoughts, we can transform them into driving forces for growth and learning. Linda's story is a clear example of reclaiming negative thoughts for personal development. Linda, a young and passionate engineer working in a renowned tech company, was facing a challenging project she had never encountered before. People doubted and criticized her abilities, causing Linda to have negative thoughts about herself. "I can't do this. It's too difficult." But instead of succumbing to fear, Linda decided to restructure her negative thoughts. She chose to look at the situation from a different perspective. "This is a great opportunity for me to challenge myself and learn something new." Linda started to research more, participate in courses to improve her skills, and seek advice from experienced colleagues. This process not only helped her succeed in the project, but also boosted her confidence and positive attitude. Marcus Aurelius believed, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. He encouraged us to view events from a positive perspective, rather than letting our minds be consumed by negative thoughts. This not only reduces anxiety and stress, but also opens up space for creativity and finding solutions. Life doesn't always go as we expect, but how we choose to perceive and react to it determines the quality of our lives. Restructuring negative thoughts, as advocated by Marcus Aurelius, is not just a lesson in resilience. It's a way of life that helps us seek and maintain inner peace. Have you ever experienced a situation similar to Linda's? What was your situation like, and how did you resolve it? Please share your story in the comments. We are eager to listen and share. Lesson number 3. Reflect on your own actions. Self-reflection lies at the heart of Stoic philosophy's view of one's actions as a crucial step in personal development. It goes beyond mere sincere advice. It is a way of life, a roadmap to deep self-awareness and continuous self-improvement. When we pause and look deep within ourselves, analyzing every action, from words spoken to thoughts, we begin to open up a new world, the world of understanding and self-mastery. Imagine yourself sitting by the riverbank of life, examining the flow of decisions and actions you have taken. Every thought, every choice, no matter how small, is like drops of water that make up the stream of who you are as a person. Marcus Aurelius believed that through this process of reflection, we not only learn to accept our mistakes and strengths, but also learn to grow from them. He expressed this through the quote, "If someone is able to show me that what I think or do is not right, I will happily change, for I seek the truth, by which no one was ever truly harmed. It is the person who continues in his self-deception and ignorance who is harmed." This quote emphasizes the importance of opening up to recognize and rectify mistakes, as well as seeking the truth to self-improve. Through this, we not only discover ourselves, but also find the strength to withstand the opinions and judgments of others. When we take the time to reflect, we open the door to confidence and freedom from the burdens of judgment and criticism. Marcus Aurelius invites each of us to live a self-governing life, where every decision, every action reflects our true selves. In doing so, we can build a personal fortress unaffected by external voices. Through this lesson, Marcus Aurelius not only imparts a philosophy, but also inspires us to develop a meaningful, profound, and complete life. Reflect on your own actions is not just advice. It is a guiding light on the path of self-improvement and self-awareness, opening up a wonderful journey for us to explore and honor ourselves. Comment, "I'm ready," to let us know you're starting your journey of self-reflection. Lesson number 4. Celebrate your victories. Imagine that each day of your life is a painting, and every small victory is a bright stroke on it. Marcus Aurelius, with his profound thoughts, has taught us this valuable lesson. Celebrate every triumph of yours. Success comes from completing a small task or achieving a big goal, both of which show us the value of effort and allow us to experience the deep joy of living wholeheartedly. When we take the time to acknowledge and celebrate our accomplishments, we not only create memorable moments, but also build inner strength. Marcus Aurelius believed that every time we recognize and commemorate our victories, we not only boost our own spirits, but also sow the seeds of confidence and faith in the future. That is the power of celebration. It encourages us to continue the journey with passion and unending aspiration. Imagine yourself as a passionate artist painting a masterpiece. In an art exhibition, you display a painting that you poured your heart into. Some visitors praise it, while others remain unimpressed. But you pay no attention to the criticism. Instead, you choose to celebrate the fact that you have completed and exhibited a deeply personal work of art. You know that every brushstroke on the canvas is an expression of your passion and perseverance, and that's why you take pride in it. You don't let others' opinions overshadow your joy. Instead, you focus on the happiness and freedom that creative art brings. This is the lesson from Marcus Aurelius. Celebrating personal victories is crucial, and we should not let others' negative thoughts diminish the value of what we have achieved. You smile at your painting, feeling confident and content, knowing that you have lived true to yourself and pursued your passion relentlessly. In every step, no matter how small, Marcus Aurelius reminds us that we are on the path to becoming the best version of ourselves. When we celebrate our victories, we not only create valuable memories, but also become more resilient and adaptable in life's challenges. It is an action not only about joy, but also about maturity and self-awareness. This lesson not only encourages us to live a meaningful life, but also opens the door to spiritual freedom. By celebrating every victory, we not only honor life, but also nurture our souls and spirits. It is the canvas of life. Every victory is a stroke, and every stroke makes life more vibrant and colorful. Please like the video if you agree with the above perspective. Lesson number 5. Establish boundaries. What do you think boundaries are like? Are they invisible barriers, creating a private space where we can contemplate and grow freely? Or are they signs of proactivity in protecting the soul from the chaos and noise of the outside world? In every moment of life, from daily decisions to complex relationships, we are often pulled and influenced by a myriad of demands and expectations from the outside. Sometimes, amidst this flow, we may feel lost, overwhelmed by the opinions and impositions of others. It is in these moments that the teachings of Marcus Aurelius become extremely valuable. Establishing personal boundaries is not only a self-defense strategy, but also the first step towards a life of freedom and meaning. This is not just a philosophical principle. It is an essential part of the journey to find peace and self-mastery. Marcus Aurelius taught that, in this never-ending race, identifying what truly matters to us is the key to living a meaningful life. He encourages us to learn to choose which thoughts to nurture in our minds, choose which emotions can influence our souls, and choose actions that reflect our self-mastery. Like many others, David, an office worker in a large company, faces pressure from colleagues and superiors to work overtime and take on extra tasks every day. At first, David tried to meet every demand in the hope of being highly regarded. However, he soon realized that this only made him feel exhausted and unbalanced in life. In this situation, setting boundaries for oneself is essential. David should apply this lesson in refusing unnecessary overtime work and allocate time for personal interests and family. David should also learn to communicate his views politely but firmly, explaining that he needs to balance work and personal life. As a result, David will not only feel happier and less stressed, but his work will also become more efficient. This example further reinforces and demonstrates that setting boundaries not only helps protect inner peace, but also enhances self-control and self-esteem in the workplace. When we set boundaries, we not only reject the intrusion of negative opinions and excessive demands from the outside, but also create a private space where freedom and self-esteem can flourish. In this space, we learn to listen to ourselves, appreciate our true values, and develop inner strength to face any challenges. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that establishing boundaries is not a matter of separation, but an expression of self-respect and deep self-awareness. Protecting the inner space not only shields oneself from unnecessary disruptions, but also opens the door to true peace, balance, and happiness. Lesson number 6. Cultivate self-acceptance. In this noisy and pressure-filled world, seeking self-acceptance as taught by Marcus Aurelius is not just a lesson, it is a mystical journey to one's own heart. Marcus Aurelius opened a door to spiritual freedom, where we learn to rise above the concerns of others' judgments to find a meaningful and harmonious life. Imagine you are a young musician walking the challenging path of your career. Around you, there are whispers and doubts from those who don't believe your music can touch people's hearts. But with each firm step on the keys and every note played from the depths of your soul, you learn to accept that your voice is not a weakness, but a unique mark full of emotions. Marcus Aurelius once mentioned that self-acceptance is not surrender, but the beginning of continuous growth. As you stand before the mirror, preparing for a big performance, you no longer carry a sense of self-doubt or fear. Instead, there is pride and gratitude for your own abilities. You begin to realize that there is no need to wait for recognition from others. Self-acceptance is not just a reminder to yourself, it is also a strong commitment, a promise to live a life of freedom, unbound by external standards or judgments. Every note, every song, is not just a sound, but an expression of a free soul and a loving heart. Marcus Aurelius once again emphasizes that the key to unlocking the door of freedom lies in our hands, the power of self-acceptance. When we learn to love and respect ourselves, the storms of opinions and judgments from the outside become gentle breezes that cannot shake our resilient souls. This is not just a lesson in freedom, but an invitation to expand our hearts and embrace ourselves with all the goodness and imperfections. Self-acceptance not only illuminates the path we are on, but turns it into a colorful and meaningful journey. It is like a radiant torch, lighting up every dark corner of doubt and self-consciousness, revealing a true self, strong and proud. Remember that in the journey of life, there is nothing more precious than learning to accept and love yourself. It is not just a turning point towards true freedom and happiness. It is also the secret to living a life unshaped by external standards or judgments. Within each of us, there is a Marcus Aurelius waiting to be discovered, and self-acceptance is the beginning of that journey. Lesson number 7. Embrace impermanence. Marcus Aurelius believed that everything in the universe is in a constant state of change, and our lives are part of a larger cycle that we cannot control. This lesson from Aurelius teaches us the value of embracing impermanence, not as a source of negative emotions, but as a path to inner peace and mental strength. Understanding and accepting impermanence helps reduce our anxiety and fear about how others perceive us. When we realize that everything is subject to change and nothing is permanent, the weight of others' opinions becomes significantly lighter. This awareness encourages us to focus on the present, live our lives more fully and authentically. We become less dependent on external validation and more focused on our immediate experiences and contributions. Furthermore, this awareness nurtures humility and empathy. Recognizing our place in the vast universe fosters a more humble attitude towards life and a deeper understanding of others' perspectives. It teaches us that our time is limited, and so is the impact of others' judgments on us. Let's explore the story of a man named David. Every morning, before starting his work, David spends 15 minutes sitting quietly and meditating. During this time, he focuses on his breath, observes each breath, and observes his thoughts and emotions without judgment. As he practices this, David becomes more aware of the constant change in his mind and emotions. He realizes that every thought and emotion is temporary, appearing and disappearing like smoke. This helps him reduce anxiety about others' opinions and workplace pressures. He understands that these are also temporary and will pass. In this way, David learns to live in the present and not let his mind be dominated by worries about the future or regrets about the past. He becomes calmer, more focused, and better able to face life's challenges with gentleness and flexibility. Embracing the impermanence of life is not just a lesson, it's a fundamental principle for living a life less influenced by others' opinions. It teaches us to cherish the present, adapt to change, and find peace in the nature of life's changes, leading to a more fulfilling and self-directed life. Above all, this is what Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Roman emperors and a renowned Stoic philosopher, taught us. True freedom comes from ceasing to care about what others think of us. When you accept and apply this philosophy to your life, you'll begin to realize that true power doesn't lie in controlling what others think, but in controlling how you react to their thoughts. Here is what Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest emperors of Rome, and also a renowned Stoic philosopher, taught us. True freedom comes from ceasing to care about what others think of us. When you accept and apply this philosophy in your life, you will begin to realize that real power doesn't lie in controlling what others think, but in controlling how you react to their thoughts. We hope you found inspiration in this video to start your own Stoic journey. If you found this video helpful and want to explore more profound lessons from Stoic philosophy, please like and share this video with your friends and loved ones. Subscribe to our channel to not miss any future videos. And leave a comment below with your thoughts or suggestions for Stoic philosophers you'd like us to explore next. Remember, life is a journey of spiritual freedom, and we can all become the best versions of ourselves through Stoic philosophy.